Okay, guys, we're at the rhetorical analysis essay and our last one for this semester. This video is based on a copy of an essay from President Jimmy Carter, who wrote a foreword to the Arctic National Wildlife Refuge, Season of Life and Land, a photographic journey by Subhankar Banerjee. And it is under the rhetorical essay rough draft tab. Okay, same requirements, minimum of 900 words, submit it in the essay tab, use MLA format, and be sure that you have a works cited page, because but in this case it's a works cited page because you are only citing one source, either the documentary or the essay that you've analyzed, and can be on an essay or documentary of your own choice. These are the three important elements to an argument: pathos, appeal to emotion; ethos, appeal to credibility; logos, appeal to logic. Pathos is often the easiest aspect of the argument. It's very quick. We see this picture from the SPCA. It automatically touches our heart, makes us feel sad, makes us want to donate money. This is a very famous photograph from Dorothea Lange, taken during the Depression. She went around California to the farms and photographed migrant farm workers. This woman had 6 children. On the day her husband died, she had 4 flat tires on her truck. She became the face. It's a very famous photograph. She became the face of the suffering that these people were going through. I used to have this picture in my office all the time because it made me not want to whine about how bad my day was. You can see that it's why this was such a significant photograph. The look on her face, the children are hiding, she's holding a baby, they all look tired and dirty, and you can see why this moved people, and it's certainly an example of pathos. Ethos. Ethos is credibility. We have a dentist here who recommends Colgate toothbrushes. Ethos is anytime there's somebody who is an authority on an issue. Like, you couldn't put my picture here because I don't know anything about toothbrushes. Certainly not in a scientific way. But ethos is always when people call on someone who has some credibility. Logos almost always contain statistics. As you can see here in this ad, they have the statistics of each cereal and how they compare to each other. So if we look at Jimmy Carter's essay, he does spend a lot of time talking about pathos and what the Arctic Wildlife Refuge means to the future, to the future of our children, and do we save this beautiful area, because once it's gone, it will be gone. And so he discusses, the main point of his essay is to appeal to emotion, and why do we want to save something that most of us will never see. In ethos, he doesn't use a lot of ethos in this essay, but he talks about the role that past presidents played in preserving the refuge. And it's not just him. So other people who have some credibility support preserving this wildlife refuge. Logos. Here in the essay, he talks about how we don't need to have oil pipelines in this pristine area. We can save the same amount if we just had more fuel efficient cars, and we wouldn't have to destroy this beautiful area. This is important. I don't want to know whether you agree with the argument or not. I just want you to tell me how the argument works, and is it a strong argument or a weak argument? And if it's weak, how could it be stronger? Maybe he needs more logos. Maybe he needs more ethos. He has a fair amount of pathos already in this argument. This is a skeletal example that I wrote myself. If I were going to write about this essay, you can read it for yourself. I'm not going to read it for you. The first paragraph would be, why did he write this article? And is it a strong argument or a weak argument? The second paragraph, I talk about pathos. And you would use specific examples in the argument or in the documentary, if that's what you decide to do, on for each one of these categories. We do a transition. Look at the third paragraph. While most of Carter's essay appeals to emotions of the readers, the fact that he was once president gives him a certain credibility. Then the fourth paragraph is about logos. In addition to his appeals to emotion and his obvious credibility, I talk about how he uses logos. And then the conclusion, and I do not say in conclusion. Please do not use in conclusion. I know it's your conclusion. I don't need you to tell me that. I talk about how this could be made stronger, how this argument could be made stronger, even though I think it's a fairly strong argument to begin with.